Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well and are having a lovely day. So after all of your lovely messages on my last boot fair video saying that you really enjoyed it, you want to see more, I couldn't not put this video on my channel. So I've filmed about 3 separate parts of an epic boot fair haul weekend that I had recently, where I went to 3 boot fairs in the weekend, and oh my god, looking around here of all of the beautiful things that I got, I'm so excited about everything. But if you're watching on my channel here, you'll get to see it all in this one video. So if that sounds like your thing, then please do cozy up with a cup of tea or coffee. It's going to be quite a long one, but hopefully one that you will really enjoy as we talk through all of the pieces. Sorry if you can hear noise. It's still the summer holidays right now. I don't know if it will be when you see this. Probably won't be, but it's super noisy and there's not much I can do about it. So hopefully it's okay. I'm new to having one of these little microphones and I do feel a little bit silly with it. And it does make me want to talk to you like this. But I'm not going to do that. So I'm just going to put it on and hopefully it does make the sound quality better for you. It's just not the best looking thing. They need to make these like cuter. So before I jump into today's video, a quick word from our sponsor, HelloFresh. I've used HelloFresh as a family for years now. When I tell you, I must have probably hundreds, if not thousands, of these recipe cards. I think I know HelloFresh so well that if you gave me a plate of food and you blindfolded me and you asked me which one was a HelloFresh meal, I would be able to tell you, because all of their meals have such good flavour, such good taste, so many gorgeous combinations. I can't explain it, but I know when it's HelloFresh. We ordered 3 meals. This week I went for the chili beef burrito bowl, which we've already had. That was delicious. I think that's what you'll probably see being cooked now. The crispy Cajun fried chicken, which we had for lunch one day. That was so good. And also the fuss-free teriyaki chicken tray bake, which is the one we've still got to have. So they have all been delicious so far, as usual, and everything arrives in the box in their little brown paper packages, pre-proportioned with all of the ingredients, and then you have everything on the menu cards. So it just makes dinner time so simple, so easy, stress-free. You don't even have to think about it. You just go on to the website or app, look at the menu of the week, and then choose your meals from there. And you can select whatever you want: vegetarian meals, family meals, rapid meals, so you can get dinners, you know, that are as quick as 10 minutes to make if that's what you need for that day or for your busy life. There's just so many amazing features to it. I do have a discount code for you, which I'm going to put on the screen for you now. Let me know if you use the code, if you try it out, let me know what you think. I'd love to hear. Now let's get into today's video. First thing I'm going to show you is this gorgeous little chest. It's sort of like a weathered, aged look. It has 12 little drawers, which actually are quite long. I just love anything like this. I don't exactly know where I'm going to put it, but I might put jewellery in it, or, you know, just little trinkets and things. It would also look really nice at the back of a shelf, kind of just to add some interest. This was £12, and the most expensive thing by far that I got for the whole 3 days, which is pretty amazing in itself. I did try and haggle this down to £10, but the lady was not having it, so I did pay the full £12 asking price for this. At a boot fair I go to fairly regularly is kind of like a house clearance stall. They have loads and loads of boxes with, to be fair, a lot of broken stuff in. But if you take the time to look through everything, you find treasure. I spend like half an hour, 45 minutes just on this one stall. It's so big. Yeah, so I'm going to show you everything that I picked up from there this time. And then afterwards I'll tell you how much all of it was together. So first of all, probably not to everyone's taste, but I got this little wall hanging, which I think is probably garlic. It's probably Italian or Portuguese. I love anything like this. It would look really cool added to my plate wall in the kitchen. I found this lovely little blue and white chicken. I don't know if it ever had a lid. It just came like this, and you know me, I love anything blue and white. Everything that I've picked up also does need a clean. I usually do it as soon as I get home, but I haven't this time. I've been a bit lazy. But I absolutely love this chicken. It's so cute. And almost an identical one was on my Pinterest board, so I was so pleased to find this cabbage mug. They only had one, unfortunately, but I did grab it. I cringe every time because at the start of summer I got this gorgeous cabbage platter serving dish bowl thing, and I was calling it a lettuce bowl, I think, and I'm just like, no, it's cabbage. obsessed with brass, especially brass animals, but this little horse I couldn't resist. I absolutely love that sort of like Nancy Meyers and Ralph Lauren cozy cottage aesthetic, and I feel like this is so Ralph Lauren vibes. I need some brasso to clean up a lot of the brass pieces that I've got. I do actually like that they look quite aged and dull. I don't know if I'd particularly want them to be really shiny, but I'm going to use it on some pieces just to see how they come up. So I got the horse. I always pick up little shells and decorative items like this. I think they always look lovely stacked up on shelves on display. A bit more of a summer styling piece really, but I grabbed that and it was a really pretty one. I think someone used it as a candle at one point. There is a wick in there. At store they also had a selection of really gorgeous plates. These say Burslem, England, semi-porcelain, Maine. Not really sure. Again, they need a good clean up and they are quite shabby chic, like aged. I don't know how much they would clean up, but I think they would look really nice as wall hangings. And there was only 3 of them, but I picked those up. In the same pattern, they had this little platter or serving dish, really cute. And then they had the larger one. So I just had to get them all. I love this floral blue and white print. I just can't resist blue and white plates. It's really bad. I do think I will need to sell some at some point or put together some little bundles for people. I don't know, but I think at some point I might end up doing that. No, it's not live. It's just a video for my YouTube channel.
If people like and subscribe,
yeah,
they put their names down in the comments.
Yeah.
And if they do that,
yeah,
and comment, I love katemurnane,
yeah,
they get to have one of the plates.
Maybe I'll do that at some point, like a giveaway. Then when I opened a box on this stall and turned this over, I literally audibly gasped. It is a Burley Asiatic pheasants in the pale blue pattern. Like, I honestly couldn't believe it. I know it is super dirty. I'm hoping it will clean up a bit, or if you have any way of any advice for how I could clean this up. It's really old, but it does come with a bit of a caveat that I think this could be a reproduction, because my other ones I have Burley on the back and this has nothing on the back. So that's quite odd, right? I don't know how often these are reproduced. Maybe someone knows more about it than me. I mean, there's some markings there, but it wouldn't have worn off that much, would it? I don't know. But I love it anyway. It's absolutely huge. And I paid 20 to 25 pounds for one a bit smaller than this on eBay a couple of weeks ago. And for all of the stuff that I just showed you, bar obviously the chest of drawers that I showed first, everything came to £10. So everything was under £1. I think I got about 14 or 15 pieces for £10. So I just couldn't say no. I found this gorgeous little figurine. I really loved her. She was only £1. Again, found it at the bottom of a box. And I thought that gave really classy Ralph Lauren vibes. I think I had pinned a lot of like Ralph Lauren inspired pictures on my Pinterest board before I went. So I found a lot of stuff in that vibe. So I love that. And also this little pot. I'm not sure what it's made from. It kind of looks like a marble or some kind of natural stone, but I'm not sure. It's not marble. Is it like an alabaster? I don't know. It's pink inside, so maybe somebody else will know what this is. But it's just a lovely little trinket pot. That was £1. I got this blue and white pot, which I thought would look lovely with a plant in it, or like some herbs. This blue and white one, which was £1 as well. I was getting lucky, everything was £1. I just really, really liked the edge design of this one. I did think of something to put in it and then I forgot, maybe another plant, I don't know. But it just would look really nice on a shelf and just a really interesting design and shape. Found both of these, which are pretty much identical, just in 2 different sizes, at 2 completely different boot fairs, one day after the other, I think it was. Maybe one on the Saturday and one on the Monday. So they're really gorgeous and I thought they would look really lovely styled up together because of the different sizes. This one I think was £2 and this one was £1. It's a lovely little candelabra, candlestick. It was £1. And this is definitely giving me Christmassy vibes. I feel like I would get this out at Christmas with maybe some red dinner candles or something, and just would look really gorgeous and elegant. Now this find, I absolutely love it so much. Look at this gorgeous brass pheasant, and I thought this was perfect because of my love for the burly Asiatic pheasants pottery. This would look so nice in front of one of them, sort of stood. I just have a thing for birds, obviously. I don't know if you can see it in this video, my swans and my, do you know, I didn't find any swans this whole weekend, which is crazy. But I did find a pheasant. So I clearly love birds. This was £1 and he does need a clean up. He's oxidized quite a lot. But yeah, absolutely gorgeous. What a find. Now, I have been loving the little cut crystal pieces that I've been seeing. Again, trying to watch back some of my favourite Nancy Meyers films, also looking at pictures on Pinterest and Ralph Lauren inspired homes. Cut crystal is used so much, and it's something I always kind of overlook, I think, and you can find it everywhere. Charity shops always have it. Boot fairs have it on almost every stall. It's easy to overlook, I think, because it's not like in your face, but if you have a few little bits dotted through your styling, I think it looks beautiful. So I've found these two pieces, which again have birds on them. This one is a tiny little candlestick holder with birds all around. I'm hoping it's focusing okay. I'm not sure, I'll double check. But that's really beautiful. And then this one is like a little trinket dish. This would look so cute, again, on a dressing table or next to your bedside table to just put your rings in before you go to bed. And all of the bits I'm going to show you like this, I don't know if they're genuine cut crystal. I just say it for this, you know, this kind of look. And then these ones are very, very similar. These are £1 each, I think. Great for styling, again, little candlestick holders. This, which I was so excited to find, it's hand-painted house from Holland. And it also says Delft's blue, so I don't know if it's a Delft piece or if it's just, I don't know, maybe someone can let me know. But it's also a money box. I think these look lovely. I love little houses, especially at Christmas, but the blue and white ones look lovely all year round, kind of like on a bookshelf with next to books and styled up. Just thought that was so cute. I think that was £2. This was actually on my Pinterest board just in a brass, but I think this is lovely and it's nice to mix it up as well. Just this little basket, this little metal styled filigree basket on top of some books, just looks really cute. That was £1 or £2. Cut glass, what I'm assuming is a perfume bottle. It didn't have the lid, it was £1. But then I found this little bird. I don't actually intend to do this, but I'm obviously like drawn to them for some reason. This little bird was in a box and I kind of asked how much it would just be to buy, and the lady said it actually comes with this, which I think is an ashtray. I don't smoke, so I have no need for an ashtray. My nails look really dirty, but it's just, I don't know, I think it's just touching all of this stuff all the time. Sorry guys. Yeah, I just wanted this. So this was £1 and I thought it would make a really lovely little stopper for it. So when I got home, it kind of worked. And yeah, I think that could smash everything. Yeah, so that would look cute just on the side if you're not throwing it around. And also I could use my brass, what's that stuff called, rub and buff, to make it brass, but it's also really nice in silver. Found these, thinking ahead for Christmas, they're little mistletoe candlestick holders. I'm going to need to get a lot of candles, but I just couldn't resist those. I think they were £1 each, and yeah, just put them away for Christmas, and then I think they'll look really nice once that time of year comes and we're decorating. A bottle, a stall, I can't remember if it was a lady or a man, but they had loads of like sort of very old looking perfume bottles, obviously empty. But this one is a Van Cleef & Arpels Balmain perfume bottle. I don't know how old it is. Obviously Van Cleef is a very luxurious brand. And I just thought this could look really nice styled on a tray, like on a dressing table, would look very elegant. So I got that for £1. These were still in the box. They're old St. Michael's, which is like Marks and Spencer's frames, and they actually hook like that. And then I thought I could put a velvet ribbon on the top one, put some pictures in it. That would look really nice at Christmas, obviously all year round as well, or you can hang them separately. These were like 50p for both. Next, I found this gorgeous basket on wheels. I actually have one in Finley's room, which is more like a car-styled one, and it has all of his soft toys in. This one was £3 or £4. It could definitely do for clean up and maybe even a repaint, but I just think it's so lovely. I've got an idea for this. It's going to be a gift for someone, but I don't want to say in case they watch this, but like something I'm planning but can't do quite yet. But yeah, anyway, I saw it and I thought it was perfect for that idea, and I really, really like it. This in my last boot fair haul, if I got it then. I don't think I got it on this last weekend that I went, but so sorry if you've already seen this, but I just can't resist the Kids and Kids rucksacks. I think they're so gorgeous. My little boy's going to use this for school, and he also has a London Guards one, but I love these prints, and I don't think they make them anymore, especially not like this. This one was in perfect condition. And then I kind of got a little bit obsessed with them, and then I was looking out for them. So then I found these two on one lady's stall. They need a bit of a clean up, but these are obviously girly ones. I don't have girls. I just thought, do you know what, I'm going to get them. Maybe I could clean them up and gift them, or, you know, like I said, do like a thrift bundle at some point, and they could be in that. I just, like I said, don't think they make these prints anymore, and I just think these bags are so stunning. These were £3 for both of these ones, like a medium and a small one. And then on a different stall, I actually picked up this, which was one of my only real fouls, you know. So it had a £1 white label sticker that was written on in pen on the front, and I don't know if it's showing up, but it's kind of bled through onto the bag and it says £1 and I cannot get that off. I've tried Sif, I've tried everything. That's not budging off there unless you can think of something. I also tried bicarbonate of soda. If there's anything else you can think of, let me know. But yeah, it was only £1, but it's still obviously a bit of a shame because it's really cute. I love this print. Definitely some themes running here, isn't there? There's the brass, there's the blue and white, and there's now the cut crystal glass. Oh, that made a good ding. I found these two candlesticks. I think they were maybe £3 for both of them, and they are so gorgeous. And they came with the little candles already burnt down. I don't even have to do that, and because I think that looks so much better, like used, you know, like homely. For some reason, there's tissue in there. I'm assuming they might be a bit too small. That will be the reason, because I can never find candlesticks that fit the right candle holders. It's so annoying. But anyway, I'll sort that out. I'll maybe find some bigger ones. Not swans. I am on the lookout for brass swans. That's kind of like one of the top things. That's like they're on the top of my wish list for thrifting. But the closest thing I found are these gorgeous little brass cranes, flamingos, herons, I don't know. But yeah, I've already put these on my coffee table as a little set. I love them. They were £5 for both of them, which, considering what I usually pay for stuff, is actually quite expensive. But the guy was not haggling, and I didn't want to leave them behind because I knew they would go, so I just paid the £5, and I think they're definitely worth that for me anyway, so they're lovely. Well, I'm going to probably have to sell some stuff at some point because I got even more blue and white plates, and no girl needs this many blue and white plates, but these were all from the same stall. So this one is a little bit different, and this one says Middleport Pottery, Brampton, and it was like just on its own. Again, needs a clean up, but really loved the colours and the pattern. They had two of these which were exactly the same. These say Ridgeway. So I got those two. This one, which is slightly smaller than this one, so like little platters, or trays, or I don't really know, dishes. I thought these were just so gorgeous. I love the delicate florals on these. I prefer, like I've said before, the pale blue and white. I don't really love all of the like people scenes, and when they're very dark blue and white. I just prefer like the more delicate looking. But yeah, so anyway, these are gorgeous. And for the 5 plates, that still charged me £10. So kind of like £2 each, which I was happy to pay. It was actually before I found all of those others at that really affordable stall. So maybe I wouldn't have picked these up because I found those ones, but I just probably would have, let's face it. Forget about this. I think because I went over 3 days, once I've put it all together, I'm like, I did get quite a lot of plates. And I showed all my family when they all came over and they all took the mick out of me, but oh well. I got this one, which is very different. I love the cutout detail on this one. Look at all the flowers on the outside. How beautiful and detailed is that? And then I really like this floral print. I know it's a bowl, but that could look quite cute on the wall. I don't know, but this one was £1 or £2 and I just love that. Then I found these two, which again, I'm unsure because it has the Asiatic pheasant pattern on it, but they are Bristol Crown Ducal England. So did more than one pottery company make this design, or is this a reproduction of that design? Maybe some of you guys know. I'm not that knowledgeable. I need to look into this a bit more because I do find this sometimes and it's not actually burley. But anyway, they were 50p each. I loved the little size of them. I loved the colour and the pattern. So I'm not, like I've said before, I'm not buying them to necessarily like go, oh, they're expensive, so that's why I want them, because they're like antique and worth a lot of money. I just get things that I think are beautiful. And then there was just this little plate at a different boot fair for £1, and that's quite cute as well. Then I found these two art pads of paper, mainly for the kids. I always look out for stuff like this because it's so affordable, and this kind of thing is usually quite expensive. So these were £1 each. This one's just like a huge, probably like, is it A3 maybe, size pad of paper. And then this one is a lovely sketch diary with that really lovely thick paper, and really good for Archie when he starts to do art projects at secondary school. 3 books for myself, which looking at like this, I feel like will be really nice for autumn styling. But I did actually get them because I do want to look at them and read them as well. So the first one is Queen Mary's Doll's House. I have just always had a fascination with dolls' houses and miniatures. So like this book honestly is insane. I won't show you all the pages, but all of the tiny little miniatures that were made for Queen Mary's Doll's House are just incredible. This book was 50p. It's got that very old book smell. This one I was really excited about. This is a Laura Ashley Decorating with Textiles and Trimmings book. And it's so funny because I've had a flick through this, and it's a book I think from about 1995, so exactly 20 years old. And all of like the patterns, prints, room designs are all what's coming back in. So it's really incredible to see that like sort of 20-year cycle in the flesh. Like how people are styling their homes now is very much like this, but with a bit of a modern twist on it. So this was 50p. This one I did mainly get because I liked the colour of it. I thought it was a nice spine for styling for autumn. But actually, on closer inspection, it's called Drawing in England, and it has some, I'm probably going to show you this so badly, but it has some really nice sketches in it, which you could, if you wanted to, cut out and use in little frames. So it's actually a very useful book. I mean, you could have that guy in your house if you wanted to. Unless he's a bad guy. I don't know who he is. But like this, for example, I know it's not very big, but look at that. That's gorgeous. And you could put that in a little frame. And, you know, that would look perfect. This little trinket dish, I think it might be like maybe meant to be an oyster shell, or I don't know. It's a bit weird, but it was £1 and I just thought it was cool. And I liked it, so I got it. I have a bit of an obsession with getting the kids' books from boot fairs. I just love it. I go through them all and I pick out all the ones I think look good, or what ones I've got on my wish list to get for them. So we've got such a big collection of books now. But 2 of my favourite ones that I picked up on that weekend were these. So we've got Madeline, which I was so excited to find this because this is one of my favourite books and films as a kid. And I kind of got this for myself, if I'm honest. But I'm sure Finn will probably really like it. And all of these books were ranging anything from, I paid 20p for some to 50p for others, 3 for £1. It was kind of a bit of a mixture from different stalls. This one, No Nancy No, has the loveliest illustrations, and also, oh my God, I haven't properly looked at this yet. It's a pop-up book. Finley loves pop-up books, and this book is so cool. Like, you cannot go wrong with a 50p book. I mean, you can. I should have looked through this actually, because I've been caught out before with pop-up books that I bought and then they were broken, but I didn't even realise this was a pop-up. This looks brand new, like this hasn't been looked at. This was the last thing I bought at the last boot sale. I know I'm going to probably have to put it away till next year now, but it's a cute little floral kind of floaty tulle puffy sleeve dress from New Look. £3. This up at a local charity shop, £10. Again, very summery, but it's an ASOS dress, brand new, and oh my gosh, it just feels so lovely. It's so soft, like a muslin, like baby swaddle. That's what it feels like, and I love the print on it, so I couldn't say no to that. So I picked that up. Probably have to put that away as well. And then I did find this, which I can't believe I'm getting already, to be quite honest with you. But I got this little brown jumper. It's by Wednesday's Girl, and it was £6 in the charity shop. And then I also picked up this Topshop Pointel cardigan for £6, because this will just go with so much. You can just throw it on as the weather gets a little bit colder. I wore so much of this when Topshop was more of a thing back in the day, and I absolutely loved that, so I grabbed that. Something was hiding. So this was a boot fair find as well on the last day. It's this gorgeous little drawer. It's actually, it says on the back Sainsbury's, so I don't know how long ago this came out. The guy said that it was used to display thimbles, but again, it could be a really nice jewellery holder, a little trinket tray. I don't know, but I love the colour of this. The blue is gorgeous. I might swap out this lacy sort of trim. I would just pull it all off, but it's glued on, so it is going to like make the glass look bad around the edges. But I think like a nice linen, simple like beige linen, if I just glue gunned that on, that could look really nice. Thank you so much if you've got to the end of this video. Like, you are a real one. I'd love to know what you thought, what your favourite bits were. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoy it, I will continue to do these as I find new bits and bobs. So don't forget to check out HelloFresh. Again, I'm going to pop the code on the screen for you now, and you can go down to the description box after this video to find out more. Yeah, and I will see you in my next video very soon. Bye guys!